During the holiday season, obviously, we're all going to be giving each other a lot of gifts, whether it's personal time or if it's something tangible. And one thing I just want to share with you is my thoughts on why I think ADHD is a gift. So I just got myself the new Kim Kardashian perfume. And for those who know me, those who judge me, those who love me, say what you will. I think it smells amazing. And I like Kim Kardashian. Do I like everything she does? No. But we're going to open it together. The same way we're going to unpack why I think that ADHD is a gift and not a curse. I think that you can look at it one of two ways, which is one of those two ways. And so I just opened the new KKW Beauty fragrance. I love the way Kim Kardashian talks. KKW Beauty. And so we're going to open it. And this is like some little thing that went inside it. And this is the perfume. Super expensive. It was like $65. And it doesn't even come with a lotion. No big deal. This is no big deal. This is no big deal. Tell you how you do. Ooh. Oh, that gives me chills. There's like clear quartz that go inside of it. So wow. It says KKW fragrance, clear quartz awakens, which is an amplifier of energy and brings balance and alignment to all areas of the mind and body. Wow. What like a nice little unpacking surprise. Thank you, Kim Kardashian. I actually really think that's really cool because I'm very into holistic things and we'll get into that in a whole nother video. But so I always talk about ADHD on my channel, and we're going to talk about whether or not ADHD is a gift or it's a curse. Welcome everybody to ArdelleVision, where I, Ardelle, take you on a journey to capture the vision of my life and hopes to inspire you to do the same thing. On this channel, we have an eclectic arrangement of all things health, wellness, self-development, but most importantly of all, hopefully, laughter. Is it a gift or is it a curse? I think you can look at it one of two ways. The Diagnostic Manual of Mental Disorders, that's such a bad terminology, says that it is basically a neurological impairment of the brain's functioning and doing administrative things to stay on task and doing life's daily chores. I feel like what it is. I feel like for me, the diagnosis of having ADHD was the best gift that I could give myself. So if you think that you might have ADHD, I definitely recommend you seeking out help and figuring out to get diagnosed with ADHD. Being diagnosed with ADHD was also very therapeutic. It was very therapeutic for me, and it really answered a lot of questions, and it's just been like the spark of a beautiful journey to help me recapture the vision of my life. So there you go. Learning to manage ADHD and learning how to conquer the traits, I guess you can say, of ADHD is the biggest way that you can sparkle with the mind that we were gifted with. If you read the symptoms, there's 18 symptoms of having ADHD, and you have to have a minimum of 6 of them to be able to be diagnosed as having ADHD. There's 2 different types. You could be hyperactive. You could also be inattentive. You could also be a combination of both. When you really just focus on the symptoms of ADHD, it can get you in a trap of shame, of a diminished sense of self and your purpose and what is the reason for your life and what is the passion for your life. If you just focus on everything that you do wrong and everything that you were diagnosed with, you lose sight of who you are as an actual human being, because 6 to 8% of the population of the world has ADHD, and a lot of people are misdiagnosed or not diagnosed at all, and women especially are not diagnosed, and children are not diagnosed, because sometimes it manifests itself in the inattentive way for girls, and it just doesn't look as hyper and obvious, because ADHD is an umbrella term for all things ADHD. God, such a great explanation, Ardelle. But it has been called ADD, which that is attention deficit disorder, but it's actually now under the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic Manual, Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, is actually just known as ADHD without the H, which is inattentive, but it's still ADHD inattentive, or ADHD, which is hyperactive. So the H in the ADHD, the ADHD, the ADHD. So it's like inactive, hyperactive. So girls are the least diagnosed. In terms of the side effects of ADHD, I think the sparkle effects of ADHD and having it and the beauty that goes along with it is a lot of people that have ADHD have hidden gifts. And I feel like for me, figuring them out has been a fun scavenger hunt. And I feel like I encourage you, if you have ADHD or if you just find yourself in a funk, but I encourage you to discover things about yourself that you never knew existed. People with ADHD are original, they're charismatic, they're fun to be around, they're compassionate, they're patient, because they know that they have so much shortfallings, and people with ADHD, I keep saying that word, can be really hard on themselves. And allows them to have very much so, at least that's how I would describe it. It would allow them to have a lot of grace on them on other people. A lot of the hidden gifts and traits of somebody with ADHD are such a beautiful thing once you figure them out. And I know it's easier said than done, but never give up on yourself if you have ADHD or if you feel that you might not understand yourself fully. I challenge you to figure yourself out and just go on that hunt for Red October, because people with ADHD, they're just chock full of originality, creativity, charisma, energy. They fill the room with life. They have a unique sense of humor. They're very compassionate. They're very patient with people because they know that they have so many shortfallings and they're so hard on themselves that they know how to be there and to really listen, I think, at the right time to somebody that might be going through the same thing. I know that people with ADHD are sometimes considered to not have really good sense of hearing and the ability to listen. I actually kind of disagree sometimes, because I feel for myself that it helps me to really have the ability to sit there and just be with somebody and to listen, because sometimes I just really hope and like when people listen to me. So if this holiday season, I challenge you to unpack yourself, unpack ADHD, give yourself that therapeutic blessing of understanding what this gift is, what these traits are, and what this way of living inside the world is. If this is something that you have or something that you think that you might have, I definitely recommend getting help and looking into getting diagnosed. I just wish all of you the most blessed and loved holiday season. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. Please share with all your friends. Please comment below if you find ADHD to be a gift, or what gifts do you find that ADHD is. What is it that you love about yourself if you have ADHD, or just what is it that you love about yourself in general? Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Bye.